สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome back to my channel. Happy release way after not seeing for a while. Today I'm gonna make the top blouse with the bow tie strap. It's a very easy one. Just use the rectangle piece of fabric to make it, but I'm gonna use the calendar tea towel to make it. So anyone that doesn't have, you can use just ordinary piece of fabric to make this. Let's start with making pattern first.
Okay, let's start with the inner side rectangle first. The cross one, it's the length of our butt side plus 20 centimeter. This already includes the seam allowance, and the length of the blouse. We measure from about the armpit line to about belly button line. Yeah, but if you want it shorter or longer, you can do it. Next, move to the top and the bottom. That will be the elastic channel. Mine will be 1.5 centimeter of elastic. Next, we move to the fabric. As I said, I use the calendar tea towel. I snip off the seam to make it larger for half, and cutting half. So one will be the front and one will be the back. The size of the tea towel is not big enough to cover the whole length that we need, so I have to add some size of fabric. Yeah, put one for each side first on top of the, let's say, the front piece, and then we will join another piece that we'll pin it on, and so along the way. This one, don't forget to give 1 centimeter seam allowance also, otherwise you will have like end up it's still a little bit shorter than what we want. Yeah, but if you don't, you just use ordinary fabric. You just cut one piece to the size that the right size for your what is it, your pattern. That's it. And this put the other piece, the back piece, to join it. It's very simple and easy to use, to make, and anyone can do it, I would say. That's really enjoyed. But if you stretch it out, this will be the size, the same size of the pattern that we already measured and draw before. Like if you have the whole piece of fabric, yeah, it will be like this. The one that we want, the same size, and then when you have cut the fabric already, just join the side together, pin and sew straight down with the 1 centimeter seam allowance. Some people who doesn't have sewing machine, you can sew by hand. Yeah, very easy. Okay, set aside first. This is the strap. I cut 8 pieces to make a 4 strap, 2 for front and 2 for the back. And the width, this one is a bit bigger. I cut 6 centimeter for the width, and the length is about, it's up to you. You want a short or long. The long one also look nice. So it could be about 50 to 80 centimeter. And so around, just let one side open. Let's do the body first. Just simple straight stitch. Like that, and then use the serger to sew overlock, or use zigzag to finish the hem, and then sew the strap. Put the right side and right side together, and sew around, left one end open because we have to turn inside out. This one I just use like a 1/4 inch or just half centimeter seam allowance, and snip off the corner before we turn inside out. Push the end inside, and you can use pen, chopstick, or anything that look alike. Just put. It's easy because it's a big channel, so it's very easy to pull it out. Push it out like that, and adjust the corner. Push the corner out nicely. Like that, and do all 4 pieces, the 3 left over. If it not come out, you can use something sharp like the end of the scissor or the end of the pin, tip of the pin to push it out. Sorry, my nose running. Like that, and then we iron it first, and we're gonna top stitch it later. So now we move to our main part, the body part, which I use the 1/2 inch elastic. It's about 1.5 centimeter. So the case or the channel for the elastic, it's gonna be a little bit bigger, so I do 2 centimeter. So draw the first line 1 centimeter for seam allowance, and draw another line 4 centimeter because we're gonna fold half down to make a 2 centimeter elastic channel. Mark the line and draw the line all the way around both top and the bottom. Do it around the bottom. Also do the same because I gonna use the same size. So if you use the different size of the elastic, just double it up, the size of the 1 centimeter seam allowance, and then fold 1 centimeter first, and then double fold to the second line on that line, and pin and sew Very easy. It won't take long to make this brow. It's like for me, let's say 2 hours at most. I'm not really look at the time, but you know, it's simple, easy one, but lovely. Yeah, and left the gap, opening gap for to insert the elastic later. And so quite close to the edge, so we have plenty room for the elastic. It will be easy to pull it through. Yeah, so bottom and top the same way, and let the gap opening. And that's we done sewing the elastic channel, and now we gonna fold half of the blouse and mark the center both sides on the top part. You can use the chalk to mark it, but I prefer it's easy to use the pin. This is where we mark. You measure the nipple line and then add another half of that, so it will be about the right place. My is 24, so I put mark 12 centimeter on each side. Yeah, and mark the back body the same way. Make sure you choose you pick the right side, because top and bottom look quite similar. And then for the one that have opening inside, and put the edge on the outer side of the mark, the 12 centimeter that we marked before pinned it. Yeah, put 4 of it on both, 2 for each. I use the different color of the strap to make it more interesting. Add some color in, because my body is very white. Then we will sew the strap onto the top body. Just try to sew on the line that we sew on the what they call the elastic case, so it won't take over much room on the channel. It will be too narrow. So the bottom one on the wrong side first. And then we will flip to sew the other end with on the right side, because we can see the line easier. And just try to so close to the edge that will be with enough room for the elastic that we're gonna pull it through after this. Carry on with the other three, the same method. Now we're gonna measure the elastic. Stretch it a little bit and feel just about right, not too tight and not too loose. That's about above the bust. That's for the top. And you can cut it out. I forgot scissors, so I will fold it that way. And now measure. It's about belly button line. Stretch it a bit, not too tight. You don't want it too tight, especially when you have to eat something, then it won't be feel comfortable. This is it. One for the top and one for the waistline. I'm gonna use the safety pin to guide the elastic through the channel. And one end, you pin the one end to secure it, or otherwise it can be go inside all the way and you have to start it again. Yeah, just pull through gently and slowly. Some part it will be a bit tight, so just be gentle. And once it pulls through, you're gonna sew the edge of the elastic together. Put one on top of the other to make it flat. Pin it and sew. Sometimes I found that I feel it easier to finish this end by hand sewing, because it's a bit awkward when put under the foot pressure of the sewing machine, but this time I try. It's not really straight, but it's alright as long as it's tight and secure. So back and forth a few times to make sure it won't come off. And so to close the opening gap, and then just pull and generate the fabric to balance with the with the elastic, because sometimes one part is not really stretch much. The bottom also do the same. And this is it, it's done. You can wear both sides if you like, if you have a different print of the fabric on. So bow tie. Let's try it on. It's very comfortable, especially the summertime, which is coming. Yeah, you can tie like bow or try and leave the long strap like that. In a cold country, you also can put on the sweater or jumper like that. This one is another one that I make. Yep. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.